Hello, and on today's next episode of the Quickview, it is about Pokemon Omega Ruby. So, a bit of a backstory. This is the first Pokemon game that I actually did complete the Pokédex. So, that was when there was like 700. I don't exactly remember. I played this and I played Super Smash Brothers in high school a lot, so I was able with my girlfriend to like actually complete it because I had her doing some tasks on the side because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to finish it. Um, I wouldn't exactly say Omega Ruby is like my favorite Pokemon game, to be honest. Even though I played the most hours of it, I still think like Silver, Soul Silver, and Heart Gold are the best Pokemon games, like hands down. I really do. I really did kind of get annoyed of the remakes, especially at this point in time where it's like they just had X and Y. They had Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and then they had wait. Actually, on one console, I think this have the most Pokemon games because there was X and Y, and then they had. Actually, I think they did. I might be Either way, they might be tied for with the regular DS, but yeah, kind of got annoyed of it. I really like the Game Boy Advance ones. I think this is kind of where they just kept showing game. I mean, it lags. I mean, the 3DS this lags, dude. This shouldn't even lag. Um, but yeah, I really do like Pokemon. I think, like I said, Soul Silver is just way better. I think the 2D sprites is kind of what I like more than the weird 3D aspect of it. I think 2D somehow gets away with a lot of inconsistencies because it's just a lot easier to like your brain will make it. It's like if someone tells you a story but they only tell you the ending, you can come up with something a lot more interesting than what it actually is. It's the same thing with like the animation. Having all that 3D um really isn't all that good. Plus, I had a lot of wonder trading. I really suck at Pokemon anyway, so it really was more for like the collecting aspect more than anything of actually playing the game. I think Pokemon is a pretty it's okay. It's an okay RPG. I think it's actually I wish more games RPG wise with Pokemon level of length where it's like a good 12, 15 hours and you're set cuz like Final Fantasy 7 is like 40 hours and it's like oh, it's just so long. I don't like the length of it especially now. And I think it actually is a really good like it was a really good idea, especially the fact that it's super portable and you can take it wherever, which is why it's called Pocket Monsters. I mean, the GBA was about to die, and then it came out and it made everyone buy it. So it really is one of it deserves its praise up to a certain point, and now it's like I don't know how people. It's like GTA. It's like how do people still keep buying this? There's really nothing else to like. There's nothing else to do. Like they've made every Pokemon. Like once once they invented Trash the Pokemon, Trubbish and Vanillux. Like there's really nowhere else to go. You can only make a bird so many times, So, but I did have a lot of memories, especially the fact that I completed the Pokédex. I think even back then that was kind of hard to really imagine doing because it's like 700 Pokemon. Man, I mean, it was ridiculous. You know how many Wonder Trades I had to do? I had to trade legendaries for legendaries. It was really, honestly, even though I had access to the internet in 2016, Pokemon was not set up where you could. They basically any legendary you had it. They had you in a category. Um, they they had categories where it's like all they wanted was Mew and stuff. It's like I couldn't get that, so I literally had to keep wonder trading. And some people were very nice and they allowed legendaries. But once you got the legendaries, it was going down to like the most obscure ones where you could still transfer Pokemon from the Game Boy Advance all the way up to the 3DS one. So there were some. I think it's been so long that I did this, but I think there were like a few that you could only get if someone had transferred them up. It was like some random ones that were only available in like fire red and leaf green. So that really was super hard to actually get it done. And I think even when I put my mind to it, I think it was like a decent. I don't know how many hours, but it had to have been at least like 10. or something, because it's like the amount of times I would literally just keep wonder trading. It was so hard to do it. But yeah, I mean, I think these have some really good starters. And now it just makes me want to play Heart Gold or Soul Silver. But no, I think Pokemon's good. I just think it's like GTA. It's just kind of overrated. I mean, but you can't. It's overrated, but you also can't say that you don't like Pokemon. It's weird if you don't. You're just being a hater to hate, without any real reason. Everyone has a favorite Pokemon. I mean, everyone does. Everyone does. There's a reason why it's the most profitable, I think, franchise of all time, and it came out in '99. I mean, that's insane. It really is. But it's a good series. I like it. I like Omega Ruby. I don't think I'll ever play it again though. It's only kept it because I've put so many hours into it and completing the Pokédex. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode of the Quick View. I hope you have a good one.